What's good? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy, Dirtbag Dan. I wanted to give you guys a little update on what we got going on post Ruin Your Zay, the future of Counterproductive, the Dirtbag Dan Show, BOTZ battles, all that good shit. So, first and foremost, I wanted to thank and just send all my fucking love and respect and admiration to the RYD gang, Ruin Your Day, Avocado, Clayton, Ben, the whole squad. Really just held it down for me super tough during this whole suspension, and the event was fucking awesome. The footage looks great. So if you haven't seen Ruin Your Zay yet, the free portion of the card is available to watch right now on YouTube, youtube.com/counterproductive, and the $5 portion of the card, including the title match between Mad Flex and Sam Colt, SM versus Incredible, and an awesome battle versus Peanut and Patron. That's available at patreon.com/counterproductive. Man, that shit fucking worked, baby. The whole system of streaming the battles free via YouTube, and then instead of doing a VOD or a pay-per-view, just making that unlisted link available only for patrons via Patreon. It was fucking super successful. We had no problems with the stream, and I think it was just a lot more accessible for people. I think people have a hard time ordering the pay-per-view sometimes, and Patreon has become like our major paycheck in the way that we support ourselves as far as a YouTube channel and a battle league goes and everything. So we went from having 77 patrons on November 30th to, I think, 185 patrons when I checked today. So that's fucking incredible. My whole focus and goal as a content producer now is to just keep that 185 people, and to keep them happy with that, $5 or whatever level that they're on. $5 is a level that gets you access to all of our live content, including that whole Ruin Your Zay event, which is going to continue to be available until all of the battles drop individually on YouTube. I'm going to release a schedule for all of the battles a little later this week, but basically they're going to start dropping this Friday. Battle's going to drop every Friday halfway into January, and then 2 battles didn't go down at Ruin Your Zay. One battle was Pariah versus Showcase. Pariah is a fucking coward and a liar. We'll get into that on the Dirtbag Dan Show this Friday. Showcase is just constantly getting no-showed on, so we found a dope solution for that. And then the other battle that didn't happen, which was a huge heartbreaker, was Remy D versus Thesaurus. And the thing is Remy actually showed up, and he literally could not talk. He was super fucking sick, and he wanted to show us, so he actually came. Unnecessary, because I totally trust the dude, and I know he's not a fucking liar and a coward like Pariah, but utmost respect for the dude for coming through anyways, just to show us that he cared that much. I talked to him today. I talked to Thesaurus today, and that battle is rescheduled for January 18th. So January 18th, fuck it, let's call it January now. Live, youtube.com/counterproductive, and this one's going to be free for everybody. You don't need to be a patron to watch it, but fuck, you might as well be. And because what we're going to do is the battle will be live that day, January 18th, but then after that day, until that battle drops 2 or 3 weeks later on YouTube, the only place you'll be able to watch it is on Patreon. Plus, we're probably going to do some cool bonus shit like bar pong with Remy D and Thesaurus. And another bonus battle that we have on that card to make up for Ricky constantly getting no-showed on, I set him up in a battle with the most reliable and consistent motherfucker in the business. So we have Reverse Live versus Showcase. Reverse Live versus Showcase, and Remy D versus Thesaurus, live and free on YouTube from our studio in San Francisco, California, and that's going to be Friday, January 18th at 9 p.m. So, yeah, there's one reason to continue to support the squad. Plus, the way the show's going to work from now on, the way the schedule is that we'll be doing The show's going to return Friday, December 7th. That's this Friday. The Friday episodes of the podcast will be just like the classic episodes of the podcast. Whole bunch of fucking beverages on the table, fools drinking and smoking and yicking, bar pong, video questions, all that good shit. And then Monday, we're going to do another podcast, another Dirtbag Dan show, but that one will be more single interviews, Skype interviews, focused on news and battle rap and whatever else I think is important for you guys to hear. So 2 podcasts a week now. We're going to have one on Monday at 8 and one on Friday at 9. And the way it's going to work is the Friday podcast will be live and free for everybody, but then it'll only be available on Patreon until the next podcast drop on Monday. And then that podcast will be live and free for everybody, but then after will only be available on Patreon until the next podcast drops on Friday. So if you don't get to catch the live podcast, or you want to go back and rewatch the podcast the next day or within the next few days, then you're going to want to become a $5 counterproductive patron. And that's going to get you access to all the live content on the Patreon the minute after we shoot it. Also, as a bonus, only for patrons, we have a new project coming out. The Crew, counterproductive, let's just say. More details on that coming soon. But sometime in December, we are going to do a free preview of this project, and it will only be available for counterproductive patrons. So counterproductive patrons will have an opportunity to sit down and listen to this new album with us live, and then they can rewatch that as many times as they want to until the album drops a month later, on the 4th of January. So more info on that coming soon. I'm kind of keeping this one close to the chest because it's super fun and it's kind of crazy, but I think that's it. I don't know. I feel like I'm blabbering. Guys, I'm super fucking excited. And, oh yeah, another thing we're going to do is live ciphers every month. So, and then again, that will only be available for counterproductive patrons until it drops a week later on YouTube for everybody. So, tons of reasons to become a counterproductive patron in the future if you haven't already. The $5 level gets you access to everything. More information at patreon.com/counterproductive. I hope this has been informative. We love you, motherfuckers. We're going to keep you, motherfuckers. Peace.